Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ben with Eretabe Gardens in Georgia, Zone 7. The sun was out a little while ago, and that's why I'm wearing my cowboy hat. Today's video, I want to talk about the names of fig varieties that survive 12 degrees cold here in Georgia. In my previous video that I made about losing my fig trees, I have more than 200 fig trees, and they all died. I saw my previous video. They died, and few of them came back to life. Out of 200 plus, so far 85 came back to life. 85 fig trees. I will say 86 now, because not too long ago, one of the dead trees, I saw a new growth. Not even from the root, but from the stem, a new growth. I'm so happy. So that makes it 86 now. And that's why I'm still keeping those dead ones. I still give them water to help the roots, so that those who are not completely dead can be revived. Amen. Can be revived and still grow, because I bought them because I want those varieties. I know some of them will not come back, and some will come back. And I'm rooting some fig cuttings already, you know. So today, somebody asked me if I can give the names of the fig tree varieties that came back to life. So I'm going to do that. And also, one of my subscribers who lives in Georgia, also in Athens, Georgia, told me that they had 9 degrees. We had 12. They had 9. And this happened Christmas time. Yes. 2 days before Christmas, we started having 12 degrees into Christmas. I didn't know that it was even worse in other parts of Georgia until yesterday, when you wrote me and said they had 9 degrees in Athens, Georgia. And in fact, someone there that grows, that have a fig tree, said he has been growing fig trees for 20 years. That was the worst winter for fig trees. Now, my subscriber that wrote me had fig trees in the ground, and they all died, because we're not used to that type of degrees. 12 degrees, 9 degrees in Georgia? No, we are not used to that. Our lowest usually be in the 20s. And that's why I don't keep my fig trees in the store, in the garden shade or nothing. I leave them outside. If any will die, maybe 1 or 2 trees will die. But the last winter is the worst, and I pray, oh, what's wrong with this insect? I pray that I won't experience that again, because I have no space to keep all my fig trees. That's why I have more than 200 fig trees, because I don't have to bother about storing them. I just leave them out there, you know. But also, the Bible says all things work together for good to those that love God. So With this, I will reduce the number of fig trees that I have now. I don't want to lose so many fig trees anymore. So I'm rooting some fig trees that we add to the ones that came back to life. And the ones that didn't come back to life, that's it. I may and I may not replace few of them. The few that I would love to replace. You know, but I don't want to have too many fig trees anymore. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you guys with me around my fig trees and show you the names of the fig varieties that survive the 12 degrees cold. Here is Dr. Guwati, and look at it, is doing well. Came back from the root, but look at how it is doing. So tall. It is the tallest among all the fig trees that came back that is growing from the root. It is the tallest. Now it has some fig bombs. It has fig bombs. Let me see if you can see that. And then the next one is Pan E Vino Dark. This one is even growing on the old tree. So the old tree didn't die, except the top part that died. But look at new figs. New figs on this short tree. It's short now because the top part, I've cut it off. And then look at my Olympian. Here is one. Now I'm not going to show all of my fig trees. The reason is some of them I have two or more of the same variety. This is one. That is the other one there. So I don't want you to say, well, I counted the number of varieties on the video. They are not up to 85 or 86. It's because some of my varieties, I have 2 or 3 that came back. I have brown turkey, about 6. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 or 6 brown turkeys that came back. So I'm not going to show all of the brown turkeys. So this is Olympian. Now let me show you this. Stella is growing on his own tree because I bought it as a plug last fall. Stella. And then here is my Violet de Bordeaux. It's growing on its original tree. Look at it, but it's growing very slow, and I'm not happy. It's growing so slow. This is 2 months old, and look at. Now, let me show you. Let me show you this one here. Is Asiano. I got these fig cuttings from John, Opium 10. He sells figs, fig plants on figbee.com also. And we are both members of a Southern Figs Forum. So he gave us, those of us that showed interest in this cutting, when he went to cut down some branches for a neighbor, and then on the platform he asked us if we want. So I'm happy that Marciano came back, and he lives in New Jersey. So these cuttings came from New Jersey. So it came back from the root. Now, I have 3 Nero 600. I have 3 of them that came back to life. So, Nero 600 hem. I'm jumping. That's another Nero 600 hem I'm jumping. And then this one here is Italian black. Now, normally I have Breba, but this Italian black is not doing well. With all that I've been giving it, the soluble fertilizer and slow release fertilizer is responding real slow. It's one of the trees growing from the root that is not doing well. So this is Italian black. And next to it is Italian white. But I made a video that this Italian white is mislabeled. The seller sold me something like brown turkey or celeste when it fruited last year. So this is a fake Italian white. This might be brown turkey or celeste, but look at it, has double bump. Now the next one is my lemon fig tree, and it's doing well. Look at that, growing from the root. Lemon fig tree survive 12 degrees. All right, here is my LSU Improved Celeste. It came back, but it's not doing well. Oh, look at, I need to start spraying. See those bugs. I need to spray my fig tree with water and dish soap solution. Okay, so this is my LSU Improved Celeste. It's not growing fast. Now, let me show you something here. You see, all this line here, straight, is all LSU. All LSU. From here, there is all LSU. And they came back. Let me show you. This is LSU Scott Black. From the root, and it's doing well. Now it has started showing double bumps. Now this is my LSU O'Rourke. I'm not happy with the growth. For more than 1 month, it has not grown beyond this. And it's trying to bring out figs, but I'm going to, oh, I just broke off this leaf. Oh my goodness. I'm breaking up these figs here. This fig here, I want it to grow, not fruit. So I just cut off that leaf now. Here is LSU Red. This LSU Red has not been doing well. It was the same time with LSU O'Rourke, more than 1 month. It just started growing well now. LSU Red. Now these two, this one and this one are the same variety. My LSU Gold. Where did I write the name? Okay, I don't know if you can see it. Oh, I removed the label, but you can see the gold. LSU Gold. This one is doing well. And this one also is doing well. LSU Gold. So all these LSU came back. The only one that have not come back to life is LSU Thibodeau has not come back to life yet. Now let me show you this. This came back to life and is growing on the original tree, except the top part has been cut off because that's the part that is dead. Texas Everbearing. Look at it. And now the next one also is Texas Everbearing, but this one is growing from the root. Look at it. It has started showing double bump. Now the next one here is LSU Champagne. Oh my goodness, why did I forget the name of this? I've made video about this. You see that? Why did I forget the name now? Every year is one problem I have on my fig trees. Look at the, you see that movie? I need to, oh, look at it there. You see? I don't know why I forget the name of this bug. Yeah, I don't know why I forget the name. I made a video about it, how to kill it. Every year is one, that is one problem I have on my fig trees. So LSU Champagne, look at this. LSU Tiger. So LSU fig varieties survived 12 degrees cold. For now, the only one I have not come back to life is LSU Thibodeau. This one there is my rock away green. This is my rock away green. It's growing from the root and I'm going to uproot it. Oh, shoot. I need to come and spray this with water and soap solution. Look at that. You see that? Oh my Lord. I need to come and spray them before they kill my fig trees. Rock away green. Okay, that's another Nero 600. I have 3 of them. That one is doing well than the other 2 Nero 600. Okay, now LSU Tiger. This is a Marcel's Black VS, came back to life and is growing on its original tree, not from the root. And look at figs. Look at figs. Look at figs. All of the ones that came back growing on the original tree are producing figs. Only few of the ones that are growing from the root that are producing figs right now. Okay, let's go. And this one here is white Marcel, and look at it, is doing well. I have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 white Marcels. You can see. Now you can see white Marcels A. That A is LA. I hairlaid this one from this one. That is the mother tree. And the mother tree died. You see? And then new growth from the root. So I hairlaid this one from this one. So I have 4 of them. And then I have 3 Little Miss Figgy. Little Miss Figgy came back to life. After coming back to life, it has not done well. It's still slow in growing. But look at the other little Miss Figgy. Look at how tall this is. Little Miss Figgy. I have 3 of them, but so far is only 2 that is back to life. Now let me show you this one. Is just coming back. Ponte Tracer. Ponte Tracer. I need to write the name very well. It's just growing now. Ponte Tracer. Okay. This one too is growing from the root. This one is white Genoa. I bought it as a plug last fall. You see, I bought it as a plug last fall, and so now I remember the name of this. This is Millibug. If you don't treat it, if you don't check your fig trees, before you know it, it will kill your fig trees. It will suck out the sap in your fig tree. It's called Millibug. I'm going to end screen the video I made, I think maybe 2 years ago. You see, that is it there. It has jumped. Okay, let me see. Okay, so it's Millibug. So those are the little babies. That's what they do. The middle one is the mom, and then it jumps away if you try to kill it. So I use water and dish soap solution to spray them. Their cycle is about 10 weeks. So every day I check my fig trees and I keep spraying them as I see them, because if you don't do that, before you know it, your trees will die. Okay, which one is this? Okay, this one is Aunt, and now this Aunt is growing on its original tree. It's the top that I had to cut off. Look at it, and it has fig bomb on it. So that's Aunt. This one is my pure honey, but it came back and I mistakenly broke off the new growth and it hasn't come back. But my Pete Pira's honey came back. Now this is a fake black Madeira. The person that sold me this black Madeira is the same person that sold me the Italian white. And when this rooted last year, when it produced fruit last year, it was not black Madeira. So because of that, I'm rooting black Madeira cuttings right now. But this one now is growing back from the original tree. And then look at this. Chicago Addy is growing from the root, but look at figs. You know, Chicago Hardy is a hardy fig. That's why it's called Chicago Hardy. It's from Chicago, and you know that Chicago is cold. But look at it, is doing good. Now, Black Mission, it just started coming back to life. But look at the one that came back to life before it. Look at the growth of this Black Mission. It survived 12 degrees. Now, this one here is Sweet Joy. Sweet Joy has been struggling. It was growing And then somehow the leaf got broken, but I'm still trusting God that it will continue growing. So that is sweet joy. Now this one here is, this one here is Letizia. It's coming back. Letizia came back to life. I have 3 Letizias that are back to life. There is 1, 2, 3. Now these 2, 1, 2, are coming back from the root. But this Letizia is growing on its own stem, the original stem. And look at it. It has figs. It has figs. So Letizia is doing, this Letizia is doing well. It has figs. So Letizia survived 12 degrees cold. This one here is Little Ruby. Now, Little Ruby came back to life on its original tree. And look at figs. This part is dead, but you can see Little Ruby is a dwarf variety. So, as small as it is, look at it with figs. Little Ruby. Now this one here is Eretabe Delight. I gave it my last name because it was an unknown tree. So, and I'm delighted in the fruit. The fig from this tree is big and delicious, so I call it Eretabe Delight. It's an unknown variety, but I'm glad that it came back to life. Here is my Desert King. My Desert King in the ground died completely. My Desert King in container is back. Look at it, and it's doing well. So I'm going to replace the Desert King in the ground that died. I'm going to replace it with this. So I'm going to transfer this into the ground very soon. Now this one here is Celeste and Celeste. So these 2, 1, 2, they are Celeste. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are all brown turkeys. They came back to life. You see, brown turkey. Now this one is Vane's brown turkey. My plan, you see, is doing well. My plan is to replace it with the English brown turkey in the ground that died completely. So I'm going to plant this where I planted my English brown turkey. But all these are all brown turkey. Brown turkey. BT brown turkey. This one just started growing. BT. So let me take you to the other side with the ones that are growing there. Okay, on this side, let me show you the varieties that survive the 12 degrees cold. This one is Black Donov, and it's doing well. Look at it. This one is growing from the root, and then the original tree is also growing. But I'm going to allay the original tree so as to have 2 Black Donov, since it survived 12 degrees. And then the next one is Carini. I bought this thick cutting of Carini on figbee.com, and the person that sells it lives in either New York or New Jersey. So I'm glad that it came back to life, and it's growing from the old stem, not from the root, but from the stem. So it's growing. Now here is my second LSU tiger. It's not growing from the root, it's growing from the old stem. Now I've lost the name of this variety. I can't remember the name of this one. Now this one, I call it unknown Coldedum Grise. I'm not too sure of the name. I rooted it last fall. I'm not too sure because I lost the name, but I can still remember vividly of this. So that's why I call it unknown. But when it fruits, then I will know if it's Coldedum Grise. Now this one, I don't remember the name. It started growing and then it died off. I don't know why it died off. So I'm just hoping that it will come back. Here is my third little Miss Figgy. And then this is the new discovery. Phignomena is a spot of Chicago Addy. So it came back. It was discovered out of Chicago Addy. Phignomena. So I'm glad that it came back to life. Now my Texas BA-1 came back and then died off. So I don't know what happened to it. But Texas BA1 came back and died off. And here is my Seligia dose. Now the tree did not die. Just at the top, you can see the top of it here. And this is the top of it. This is the top of it. It survived. It came back and is bringing out fruits. So the tree did not die, except some part, like this part here. But there is a new growth from here, and look at fig right there. Seligia dose. Here is my CLBC, Cornell Littman's Black Cross fig. CLBC. It's growing from the root. It's doing well. And this one here is my Emmeline Purple. It's growing from its mother tree. Just this part here that broke off, and then the tip there, but it came back on the mother tree. And here is my Fico Bianco that I rooted. It died, but it's growing from the root. Fico Bianco. And this one is Mortis Beauty, growing from the root. Now this, I can't remember the name of this variety. And let me see, this one too. I think I lost the name. Yes, I lost the name of this variety. It's growing from the root. Here is my Alma. Alma came back growing from the root also. That's my Alma. This is my third black mission, growing from the root. And then here is my LSU purple. LSU purple came back, growing from the root. I'm going to break this off. I want it to grow as one stem. That is it. LSU purple. So out of all of my LSU, it's only LSU Thibodeau that have not come back to life. So LSU variety is a southern variety. So now this is Cara Dennis White. It came back and it's doing good. See, it came back and it is doing good. I'm looking forward to it producing figs because I rooted it late last year. Now this is Danish Delight. It's just coming back to life. And this one, I can't remember the name. I lost the name of this one. And this one is Sister Madeline's yellow fig. It was 2 days ago. I just saw it. 2 days ago, I just saw it. I said, wow, because I've been hoping for it to come back to life, and it came back. Now, this one is my 4th meal pack. Now, look at it. It's growing from the root, and look at new growth. I'm just seeing this for the first time. Now it's growing even from the old stem that I cut off. It's growing, so there is life in that part of that old stem. And look at the one growing from the root. Now this one, I can't remember the name. I've lost the name of this variety. And then this one is my Latarola Italian honey fig. It's growing from the root. It came back. So far, these are the figs that have come back to life. On this side are the ones that have not come back to life. So every day I keep checking to see a new growth, and then I will remove them from there. So, and this is it. So you now have the names of the fig varieties in my garden that survive 12 degrees cold, so that if you want to buy any cuttings, any fig variety cuttings, you now know from this video if you can grow that in your area. But as I said before, it's been years, if not 50, 60 years, Georgia has not experienced that kind of winter. Just like what I said before, one of my subscribers in Athens, Georgia, they experienced 9 degrees unheard of, and all the fig trees there died. If mine here is 12 degrees and killed so many, even the ones in the ground, I lost 7 fig trees in the ground, 7 all dead, completely dead. So this, I hope this will help you to know the varieties to grow in your area, in your zone. I'm in zone 7. I think this should be zone 7B. I think it's 7B, you know. So thank you for watching this video. Please like this video, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and click on the notification bell So every time I upload new video, you will be notified. Thank you, and I will see you guys again in the next video. God bless you real good. Bye.